Hello and welcome back to IMAGI-NATION TV, the final day of the week as we have our artists on and we've been exploring the theme of kindness this week. I'm really looking forward to the show today. As I said, it's the artist segment, so we've got some great artists and some cool musicians, and it's going to be a great day. We've got our student live audience here today from Northmead Creative Performing Arts High School. So we've got Marcus, Preston, Phoenix, Sasha, Xander, Hannah, Michaela, Taylor, and Shay all in the live audience. And we have our student co-host with us today, Paris Lee. Paris, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really, really good. Thank you. Hey, what's one thing that you want to get out of today's show?
I want to get my confidence up.
Awesome. And what does kindness mean to you?
Kindness means a lot of different things. It can mean just being a nice person and having a good personality. And then it can mean things that you do in the society that's just kind.
Yeah, awesome. I think kindness is such a special thing, and I've said it multiple times throughout the week, but it's such a great thing to have in the world is kindness. We're about to flick over to the 60-second principal challenge, and I believe that you're going to take it on and ask your principal a couple of questions today. So we've got Maria Scott. How are you feeling, Maria?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does kindness mean to you?
Doing something nice without having to be asked to do it and showing some respect to people.
Awesome. All right, Paris, are you ready to ask some questions?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
All right. So what's your idea of perfect happiness?
My family just being all together and having a good time.
Yeah, that's good. What's the best question you've ever asked?
That's a question.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What are you doing? I guess when someone's doing something they shouldn't be.
Yeah. Okay. Which living person do you most admire?
My boss.
And why is that?
Because she's someone that's unstoppable. She's had a lot of health problems and she's always bounced back. She's just a remarkable lady.
Yeah, she really is. Who is your hero of fiction, like a superhero that you look up to?
Superwoman.
And why is that?
Because she's just everywhere and she's able to do everything and she can see everything.
Cool. What is something that you dislike the most?
Liars. Hate liars. Can't stand it.
And I think we've run out of time, am I right?
Yeah, that was 60 seconds. Hey, Maria, thank you so much for jumping on and doing the 60-second principal challenge today and for just being a principal and valuing education and being there for these students. We really appreciate it. And thank you for working with AIM for as long as you Northmead has.
Thank you, Cherise. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. We are going to flick over to our 180 seconds of wizardry. Today we have Trina and Neo. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but we're going to flick over to that video.
Hello, I'm Katrina Gaskell from Bonkle Theatre. I design and build puppets.
I'm Ennio Pozzebon. I'm a musician, performer and composer.
We created the Hopefuls to be something we could take out into the community. They're big, they're bold. Ennio wrote music first about families coming from other places and having to start new lives and to fit in. And so we made the family to go with those songs. The Hopefuls are that family. That's how it all began.
You know, the show previously had two little puppets, little rod puppets. So we went for the opposite end of that, which was big puppets and we're inside them and interacting with the public, not just with each other.
The Hopefuls were a challenge to get together. They're really big, but I came up with an idea of how they would look, and I'm going to take you through the steps of how I made them. So keep watching. So I start with some drawings, do a few sketches, and then I move on to sculpting heads to get a feel for what the character's going to be. The heads are made from sheet foam, so I make a pattern from the small sculpted maquette and enlarge it to the size of the actual puppet. You can see Ennio inside the body there. It's made from cane rings and over the top is a stretch mesh. The puppeteer carries the weight of the puppet on a backpack, so everything has to be light and as strong as possible. And then it's time to make giant clothes, which was always fun. And here's Mr. Hopeful out for a test run to make sure everything works. And then finally paint, which is when they really feel like they come alive. And last but not least were some gorgeous hats, and then the hopefuls were ready to go.
How cool was that? The hopefuls look great. We've got Blake Lambert saying, "Whoa, Mr. Hopeful looks like my dad." So I'm sure he'll really much appreciate that, Blake. Brendan Newton also is saying, "Go Paris, you're doing great." And Jacqueline Gibbs saying, "What a crew." We're about to jump over to our next segment, which is our artist challenge, and we've got a quick video to play. Today we have Breanna and Minna here for our artist challenge. Breanna, how are you today?
Sorry about that. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Hey, can you just introduce yourself to us?
So I'm Breanna Bonney. I'm 20 years old and I live in Perth, WA. Since I was 15, I've developed some anxiety and depression, and that's something that I struggle with every day. It's really important to me that I am pushing myself out of my comfort zone. For example, doing this AIM event is a big deal for me as well. And yeah, I am a tattoo apprentice at the moment. I'll be starting on Wednesday. So yeah.
That's
Pretty
really
excited
exciting.
about
Yeah.
that.
Thank you for being on the show today with us. Hey, just a quick question. What does kindness mean to you?
So kindness for me means everything. I feel like you should always be kind to people no matter what, because you don't know what they're going through. You should always treat people the way that you want to be treated, and just be a nice person in general, because you don't know what people are going through.
Thank you for that. Hey, I really look forward to seeing what you create today, and we'll try and come back to you throughout to see the process take place. We also have Minna on the call. Minna, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
That's good. I'm really good, thank you. Can you just introduce yourself to everyone?
Well, my name's Minna Leunig. I'm 28 years old and I'm living in Anglesey in Victoria. And I create art inspired mostly by the Australian natural landscape and its creatures. And a lot of my work is, it's quite like simplified silhouetted shapes, often black and white. And I arrange the pieces, the animals and the plants in kind of like flat, chaotic kind of patterns without any perspective. So yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you for that. Hey, what does imagination, how important is that to you?
Pretty important. I guess imagination for me is just about developing a sense of like play and enjoyment with everything you do. So that could be with creating like art, any kind of art, or cooking, or music. You can kind of like bring imagination into, I think, all parts of your life. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I really as well look forward to watching what you create today. You both have 25 minutes to get this beautiful artworks out. So good luck.
Thanks.
We're going to flick over to our first performance, which is by an artist named Ladia. Ladia is, I've got this, an introspective, soulful singer-songwriter, and is known for her electronic pop music. She's influenced through R&B and artists like Billie Eilish, and we're really looking forward to watching a video that she's recorded for us today.
Imagination to me is self-expression and creativity in its highest form, without any limits or boundaries. My message to these kids are to keep your head up. I know that it's tough right now, but it's okay to ask for help. I think sometimes it can be viewed as weak, but I think it's really strong. Hi, my name is Ladia, and I have Jordan Huxley on the keys with me, and we'll be singing a jazz rendition of an unreleased song of mine called Don't Come Over, and I hope you like it. You're talking too much to me. Don't listen enough to me, baby. You're almost ignoring me. Do you even have love for me, baby? I'm not gonna wait for you. I'm not gonna change for you. Let the love that I can do get over you. Don't come over. I'm not over you. Every time we try, can't remember why. Don't come over. I'm not over you. Every time we try, I just lose my mind. Holding on to every excuse just to stay longer with you. Don't come over. I'm not over you. Every time we try, can't remember why. Don't come over. I'm not over you. Every time we try, I just lose my mind. Hey, yeah, don't come over.
That was awesome. So our next person that we're going to have on today is Emily. Emily, how are you going?
Emily is not on the call, but you know what she is? She is a pre-recorded as well.
Even better.
Even better, right? And Wes, so Emily is a mentee in the program, and she's made this video for us to play today on Imagination Music.
Can't wait to see it.
Imagination to me is having a creative mind. It's thinking outside the box of what you could do in life instead of what you can't do. It's thinking about who you are as a person and imagining how good the world would be if we were just kinder to each other. If we just shared more of who we are as people instead of what we want to be as people. I think the main thing in life is kindness. Kindness is basically showing love. And love in this world is something that's needed, and it's something that's also wanted. And if we can share kindness, I think the world would just be a better place. And I know some things at the moment aren't right in the world. We got a lot of negativity and there's a lot of harsh stuff going on within our own communities. And I think the main thing is if we just keep loving and sharing kindness and just showing who we are as people, it would make the world a better place. You don't have to pretend to be someone you're not just because other people want you to be. You have to be who you are. You have to show who you are because everyone is unique in their own way. And it doesn't matter who you are, what your background looks like, how you look. You're beautiful, each and every one of you. And I just want to say you're not alone in this world. And there is many people that will help you. And there's also many people that are here for you throughout this life, this journey. And even your schooling and business careers, even if you're struggling, there's always someone to talk to. And I just want to say, spread the love, be kind, show who you are, and be powerful. Jingari, I'm Emily. I hope you enjoy my rap. Being Aboriginal, know where their noise is, the constant judgment and the hate, all because we're a different race, the different skin colours and the face tone. Many people say you're not black, you will always be alone, but it ain't like that. You see, to us our elders will the throne, it's up to them to call us home. We survive throughout our songs and our dances, and it's our skin colours that really enhance us. And when we get together we stand tall to somewhere different, but to us we own this land and much more. We deserve more than remorse, forget the racism, for all we stand for one and one for all. We speak our thoughts and it's our voices definitely define us, and it's our skin colours that make us, they create us. And I tell you what, our background define us, and if you're black there's no shame in that. Sometimes our strength is very different, but when we come together we are one. We'll stand here fighting for our land, we'll stand up and use our voices once again. You see, we may be different, but our past is what you could never understand. I bet you couldn't even survive it, man. Our elders, they were telling us the stories, like when the white man sailed onto our land, stole our women and they brainwashed the kids. Man on man fighting for our land, but with no demonstration, how could we defend? White men came, took our land, tore apart our life, shot dead, and that's today's younger generation. Here I continue still fighting for our land, where our elders descend. It's on this land I stand tall. It's up to us as the younger generation to stand up and be heard by all. We're no different, you all are the same, no matter what colours you may use to paint, eh?
That was very, very cool. Paris Lee, how awesome was that performance just now? I think we're frozen. Yeah, we've got some comments coming in from the YouTube chat line. I want to find them because I think that they're very important to share. So we've got Tom Wensley saying, damn, what a voice. It's not black, it's white, saying, well, Ladia. Hannah James saying, Paris, so cool to see you grow more and more comfortable in this space. Great co-hosting gal. Brenda Newton, what? This girl, she's a world leader. Emily, and Atlanta Lloyd saying, Emily, killing it, so powerful. We might just jump over to our artists to see how they are going. Minna, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm going good. I'm just finishing off the birds now, and then I'm going to get started on the kangaroo next.
Hey, just quickly, what's your process of bringing your vision to life?
I usually will sketch in grey lead beforehand and adjust the shape. So we'll rub it out and then draw it again until I'm happy with the shape, and then I'll go over it in paint.
Awesome.
But the sketching is the most lengthy time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so great because sometimes people just think that artists just go in for it and that's it. But it's good to know that, sometimes you take that time to plan ahead and rub it out and start again and to make it worth really, really a beautiful piece. So thank you for that. And then Breanna, how are you going?
I'm going good. I'm just almost finished doing the sketching part of it with pencil. Then I'm going to go over with a fine liner. It'll just bring it to life a little bit more, define everything.
Awesome. And also, same question, what's your process of bringing visions that you have in your brain to life on the paper?
So the main thing that I like to do is to pay very close attention to the detail, mainly to bring art to life. I will just shade and highlight certain parts. I don't think I'm going to do that for the dolphin today. I love how intricate and just very delicate it looks with just the fine liner.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you. I really look forward to seeing how it turns out at the end of it.
Thank
Do we
you.
have Parasley back on the line? Yeah, just take yourself off mute.
Yep, sorry, I'm here.
Did you hear my comments that I said from the chat line earlier?
Yeah, but my thing disconnected.
That's all right. That's all good. How are you liking it so far?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm liking what the girls are doing so far with their drawings.
Yeah, and those performances have been really cool.
Yeah, very moving.
Yeah, we're about to jump into another musician who is also a rapper, goes by the name of J-MILLA. J-MILLA was born and bred in the Northern Australia in the city of Darwin. So he uses his music to share stories, and storytelling's been a big part of his life. He uses it as a narrative to influence and has had this passion since the age of 11 and writes his own lyrics. So really looking forward to hearing this next performance.
Can't wait.
Snap one. Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Jacob Nikoloff and I go by the stage name of J-MILLA. I am currently living in SA but from Darwin, Northern Territory, and I am a loud and proud tribe member of the Muck Maranungu people. I'm here today to answer a couple questions from IMAGI-NATION TV and try and bring my perspective on things. I know that at the moment we're going through a rough time with the whole virus situation, so I'm going to try to be happy and bring a positive vibe and kick through this and push forward. So what does imagination mean to me? I think to me, imagination means to be able to picture something in your own mind and see it and to visualize it and to imagine it happening. So for example, if I'm imagining me going into the studio, recording a song and kicking through the song and actually pumping out the song, and to actually see yourself doing that in your own mind, that's an imagination. But then when you go and actually succeed what you're imagining, it becomes a reality. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Unlock the system. J-MILLA. Let's get it. I say, I just want to know what is peace. Can someone educate us all? Because all that it seems is that no one even knows what it means. I mean, I could be wrong, but society is telling me that freedom isn't actually free. I hate to say, but it's hard being black in these streets, and when we tell them, they don't want to believe, cause we're locked up in a system that we can't even see. Well, I guess my last song went right over your heads, cause I was sending out a message, but the message wasn't read. Reconciliation is what we all gotta spread, so what more needs to be said for this to get in your head? This like, if you're white, you're right, but if you're black in this country, it's an everyday fight. But for real, I just wanna know why. It's like the system that we in is going back into time. I'm sick and tired of the pain going on in the streets. We tryna make a change, but they won't let us speak. There's innocent black people who were murdered by police and no one's giving a... Well, that's the way it all seems, that there's a whole lot of things that were never discussed. The media never reveals what really happens to us. But when a wombat was killed, they made it a fuss. But let a cop shoot a brother, they never did lock him up. How would you feel if you had a stereotype? How would you feel if the police pulled you up at night? How would you feel being judged in your everyday life? How would you feel? Stuff that, how would you feel if a cop ran straight through your house and shot your son in the head and left him dying by the couch? Dragged his body outside as it was crying out loud and left your family tortured as they all surrounded. Now I just want to see a change. We protest in our country to stop all the pain, but negativity still comes our way. We need to unlock the system, cause right now it's not safe, but I really do take in hand. There's a lot of white mob on this land that do as much as they can to give back, and yes, I understand. That's why I love my white folks, cause they do give a damn. Now listen, we need to look out for each other, but even better, we spread love for one another. Cause there be some days on my mind I really wonder how we gonna make a change for the way they see our color. Cause some nights I can't sleep, I just wanna make it so us indigenous people can eat. So I preach like every day of the week, so hopefully sometime we can live our life in peace. And that's real, real, real. I say, yeah. Oh no, yeah. That song is called Unlock the System. And this is your brother J-MILLA. I'll stop it right here. Oh no. I like that part, that's mad. Alright guys, I just want to give a massive shout out to IMAGI-NATION TV and thank you guys so much for watching this episode and much love. J-MILLA got more songs coming soon, so stay tuned. Let's get it.
J-MILLA, thank you so much for that performance and those words. And I think what you're saying, like, it takes everyone to come together, especially in this time. And we all know what's going on around the world right now. And it's going to take us to all come together and show that kindness, to rise up and to make a change. And yesterday we had, there was a lot of talk about change and also throughout this week. So thank you. We've got Robbie Miller saying so much talent in one show. Bobby Cunningham, J-MILLA, talk that talk, young man. And Maddie Webb saying straight fire. Parsley, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm going good. Feeling very moved by all this music.
Yeah, that was a really, really great performance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good.
Hey, I'm thinking we should probably flick around to the live audience and ask them what their thoughts are on kindness. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Who should we go to first?
Let's go to Michaela and Portia.
Michaela and Portia, how are you guys going today?
Good, how are you? Yeah, we're good.
That's good. I'm really, really good. Hey, what does kindness mean to you?
Kindness means giving to people and doing things without expecting anything in return, and just generally being a good person.
Yeah. And for me, it's just being a good person and thinking of others. Like, it's not always about you. Like, there's so many more people in the world, and yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for being on the show today and for sharing your thoughts on kindness.
Thank you.
Parsley, who are we going to next?
Let's go to Shane Taylor.
Shane Taylor.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. All right. There's no shame at name, so I need both your faces in that screen right now. What does kindness mean to you?
You go.
Me?
Yeah.
Means like looking after people, I don't know, just being kind. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can continue on.
Kindness to me means respecting people how you want to treating people how you want them to be treated. Stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the kindest thing that you've ever done for someone?
Probably give buy food for a homeless person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Taylor, do you have a story that you'd like to share?
I'm not really sure.
Well, that's
I
fine.
can't think of any.
That is fine. Who else do we have on the call? We've got Hannah and Sasha. How are you going?
We're going good.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Hey, on this show, we also talk about imagination a lot. What's imagination to you?
Being able to think up of something that's around your own idea.
Nice.
And like thinking of something outside of the box and not the normal.
I love that. And What's the kindest thing that someone's ever done for you?
Just checked up on how you were doing in the day. Yeah, just asked how you've been going and that, if you're okay.
Yeah, that's always kind to check up on your friends, and yeah, even if they might not be your closest friend, just checking up on people and making sure that everyone's all right. Marcus, I can see you shaking your head. We're coming straight to you. How are you going?
I'm going good. How are you?
I'm really, really well. Did you enjoy those performances?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'm going to ask you a question, and that question is, what is kindness to you?
Kindness is just doing something good without expecting anything back.
And how important is kindness to you?
Very important.
Very important. All right. Well, thank you for answering those questions. Paris Lee, anything that you want to ask your fellow classmates?
No, I think they've said it all.
Yeah, nice. Hey, we're going to flick it over to our artist. Breanna, how are you going?
I'm going good with the process. I'm close to wrapping up.
Well, we are also very close to wrapping up. Do you want to show us what you have done so far?
Yep, so far, that's how it's looking.
Beautiful. That looks really, really great.
Thank you.
And we also have Minna. How are you going?
I'm going good, except I think I'm going to run out of time. I've bitten a bit more than I can chew.
Yeah, look, I think that we have wrapped up and we're run out of time, but it's all good because that's artwork.
I'll show you what I've got.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So can you explain your artwork to us a little bit?
So I've just gone with like a central kangaroo, and then I've got some cockatoos in the corner, but I also want to add some like plants around the edges, which I won't get time for, but it's just a simple animal scene. Yeah.
Well, thank you for creating that today and for sharing that with us.
Well, thanks for having me. It was great to be here.
Thank you. And then Breanna, do you want to, sorry, I didn't even ask you to explain your artwork. So can you please explain your artwork?
So I wanted to do a dolphin because dolphins are like a symbol of kindness, and I wanted to tie in the theme with my art. And I wanted to do a geometric design with it as well, because this is the first time I have tried a geometric design. So I wanted to kind of just get a little more out of my comfort zone and sort of expand the different kinds of techniques and styles I'm doing.
Well, thank you so much for taking on your first ever geometric challenge or drawing on our show. I think we're really well known for failure, and that's one thing that we try to push is that failure time and trialing and erroring, and you know, if it works then that's great, and if it doesn't, great. And your artwork turned out amazing, so thank you for taking that leap with us today and for joining this challenge and pushing yourself continuously outside of your comfort zone. We really, really appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Paris Lee, how do you think the show went today?
I think it's gone pretty well today.
Yeah, I think so too. Did you get what you wanted out of hosting?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a mishap there in the middle with internet, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I just want to do a quick recap on what we have had on the show this week. So we've had Reconciliation Week, start and finish with the topic of In This Together. We had the beginning of Pride Month. We've had Eddie Mabo Day. Today is actually World Environment Day. We've explored kindness, both self-kindness, being kind to yourself and being kind to others, and showing those random acts of kindness. We've had lots of young people rise up and lead, whether it was in the presidential speech or co-hosting on the show. And we've had yesterday Dr. Richard Franklin talking about voice and change and how we're going into this new change. And I am so thankful that I have been able to host this week. Next week we have another person taking over, but thank you for allowing me to host as we kind of wrapped kindness up into a little ball. I just encourage everyone to go out and do one kind thing this weekend as we move into a long weekend if we're lucky enough. Thank you.
Thank you.